Hi guys, I'm recording from my iPad for the very first time. I'm having some issues with the laptop and it doesn't seem to want to record and upload to YouTube. So anyways, after about an hour of struggling with my laptop, I finally gave in to use my iPad. So anyway, I'm basically coming on to give you guys an update. I know it's been a while since I've been on here, and I really do apologize for the people that are really great and watch the videos and have been really supportive. Everybody's been amazing with the baby on the way, and it's just been a little nuts for us here, so, didn't have anything to do with you guys. It's just, I've been boggled down with treatment and the baby. It's just been a little time-consuming and sometimes frustrating at times, just trying to get ready while feeling not so great. It's a good thing because I've been herxing really good. So my doctor decided to hit me super hard before the baby. So last month and the month before were brutal. I barely felt like I made it through Christmas. It was kind of tough this year. I didn't really do any of the decorating in the apartment. I just kind of was like, whatever, I don't care. The husband was nice enough to do the tree this year, and I just kind of laid there with my blankets and chilled out for a bit and just relaxed. So, the holidays were kind of a blur for me this year. Knowing that we have this baby on the way, that is my focus of preparation right now. So to put it, I guess I should start with my treatment, tell you guys where I'm at with that. Currently, she pulled off a lot of my meds for me. She's trying to give me a break right now, my Lyme doctor, just because with the baby on the way, she wants to make sure I'm not herxing too bad so I can actually, enjoy this time and not be in so much pain. And because that's definitely always my one trigger whenever I herx, it's typically pain. I did have an episode, I think it might have been in November. I actually had my husband record it for the doctor, and go figure, my last appointment I forgot to show it to her. But it was a pretty bad episode I had. I had basically gotten up in bed and I couldn't move anything, and my muscles just weren't working, and I was in so much pain. Like, I literally, every move I made, I just wanted to scream. And the hubby had to come in and help me, get at least some crackers in me so he could give me some medicine just to get me going. And it kind of scared me because I hadn't had an episode like that in a while. But my doctor saw it as a really good thing, just because she's getting at whatever's there, and a lot of my issues have been the Bartonella recently, but now the Babesia seems to be popping up too, because she's really getting under stuff. She had me on your basic antimicrobials, and she was also trying the new drug that seems to be a lot of Lymies, I'm finding her on it, is that Alenia. That has been amazing for me. I never herxed like that before, and I never saw positive results after the herxing like I have before. So that, I feel like, has been huge for me. I just feel like, stamina's better. I'm doing more physically. The pain levels, I'm getting much better days. November and December were rough. I wasn't feeling like I'd probably say actually this past December and January, I wasn't really feeling like I was getting good days, and I was getting a bit frustrated. But I was also trying to keep in mind, too, that my doctor was really trying to hit me hard before the baby came. So it's tough, because when you're in that mode of trying to get ready for a child, there's so much to do. And I don't think I had somewhat of an idea, because I had always been around kids, and I used to watch kids when I was feeling well. I actually watched my cousins for my aunt, who's actually carrying the baby for us. So I had a lot of experience with her kids and many other families, but it's totally different when it's your child and you're getting prepared, and, you want to make sure you buy the right things. And it was like, in my brain, I was like, I have to buy this, and I got to make sure that's the right thing and not the wrong thing. You kind of get like that, and I never thought I'd be like that with my first kid, but I'm already getting like that, where it's like, I want to make sure that, the child has everything it needs. So, it's just been a little overwhelming past couple months. So that's part of the reason I hadn't done an update, because I honestly had no energy to. It was really rough for a while. So, but on a good note, she's backed me off, and I seem to really be doing good now. I'm still having my days, but they're not, a pain level of like 8 or like a 10. They're more like a 2 now, or 3. Something I can definitely live with dealing with an infant. So, let me think what else I can update you on. Well, the baby's doing great. We're at 38 weeks right now, if you can believe it. So we have less than like 2 weeks. So this coming Wednesday, my aunt's getting her, I guess probably one of her last ultrasounds, and they're just going to check the growth and things like that of the baby. Most likely they are going to induce because she, is older, and they tend to consider her more high risk because of it. So, most likely that's what's going to happen, but I'm not really going to know until we go in on Wednesday and we see how dilated she is and everything like that. So that's the baby news for now. Preparation, we've done pretty well. Considering we've gotten a lot done. Bottles are washed, clothes are put away, clean. We have our crib, which I don't know if you can see it, but we've got our crib set up. It's kind of dark. But anyway, we do have our crib all set up, and, we still don't have this room because this is essentially going to be the baby room. Right now we're kind of shoving my husband out of the room, and he works in here, so we're kind of in the middle of a transition. So most likely this room is not going to be done for at least a couple months, but we figure it's okay because the baby's going to be in our room in the bassinet anyways. So that's the news with the baby. So everybody seems to be healthy, so we're knock on wood that everything turns out fine. The only situation I've been running into for the last week, which has really been stressing me out, and I definitely need some prayers, we're just having some issues, the typical Lyme issues you're having with the doctors. My doctor had a bunch of stuff she wanted to test the baby. Basically, we would test the blood cord and the placenta, and then if it's a boy, since we don't know what the sex is, the foreskin. So, that's something that we knew we had to do. Just, to take precautious measures. My doctor's feeling is most likely, it's fine because I didn't carry and, probably the risk is less, but she wants to be sure. So she's, testing for the Bartonella, the Babesia, and the Mycoplasma, and all the other viruses and the co-infections. So she's really, doing everything. My problem has been, which is so typical, the doctor's offices don't want to work with me. When I called them, they were asking if this was coming from, a neonatal specialist, and then I told them it wasn't. It was coming from my doctor, and that didn't seem to be good enough for them. The parental, what they call a parental coordinator at the hospital, she's been amazing. I could have not gotten through the past couple days without her. She's been more than, supportive, and she's been, sending emails to these doctors' offices and just, try and coordinate everything so that when we get to the hospital, we don't run into any of this stuff, that everything goes smoothly and that I can enjoy the birth and we don't have all this stress. Now, I did put my mom in kind of charge of all the lab work because we've got 4 big lab boxes. All this stuff has to be done properly. I don't really understand what this big deal is with all these doctors, only because it's just taking a sample. We're handling the rest. We're shipping it out. We're getting the lab work done. They didn't have to do anything. They just have to take a sample of the blood from the blood cord and, a small tissue. And then we're the ones that are handling it. We're bringing the tubing and everything else. And I think first urine was another one she's doing. So, it's frustrating to me that they're giving me such a hard time. Even my aunt's OB, she's been difficult. I shouldn't say she because there's an entire 14 doctors on, in her office. But they were great during the process. But I even tried to give them copies of the blood work, and I've tried to do everything. But I was definitely getting frustrated on Friday just because I hung up the phone with the nurse and she said, "Oh, well, we have to do a little bit of research." I don't even know what that means. So, to me, I feel like they're giving me the runaround. So, I don't know. And I did call my lawyer. He said we're within our rights. We have every right to have this testing done. He did tell me, though, it could not go smoothly. He's run into situations with other couples. So, I'm preparing myself for it not to, go according to the way I would like it to. So, anyway, that's the update on the baby. But the baby's due February 1st. So we're definitely getting closer. So as soon as I find out what's going on, and hopefully Wednesday I can do another YouTube update. If I don't, probably the next time you guys will see me is with a little child. So if it's a couple months where I don't do a YouTube video, you'll understand why. Because I'm pretty sure I'm going to be sleep deprived and everything else. But that's the update. I guess I don't really think I have a whole lot else to tell you guys. It's just baby stuff and my treatment, and I think that's about it. I did want to thank Ann Giddings. I think that's how you say her last name, Ann Giddings. I'm sorry, Ann, if I pronounced it wrong, but I wanted to thank you for the gifts. That was so sweet of you to send, my husband and I the baby gifts. It's really appreciated. And also, of course, I have to send a huge thank you to Linnell. Because of Linnell, she tried putting, this baby shower together for me, and I just think that was amazing that, you even thought of me, and I'm really thankful for all the support I've had from all of you. You guys have just been amazing. Alright, I'm going to get emotional if I start thinking about it, but you guys have all been amazing and just super supportive for Brian and I. And we really, really appreciate that. So I think that's about it. Before I start crying, I'm going to get off this video because I'm getting too emotional. But, yeah, I guess there's not a whole lot to say. I'm looking forward to being a parent. I'm scared. I think like any person with a chronic disease would be. I know there's going to be some hard days, but I'm still looking forward to the joys that, the baby's going to bring us. So it's been one heck of a journey. It's hard to believe that 9 months are pretty much done. So anyway, I just wanted to say hi to all of you guys. Sarah, I want to say hi to you too, and sending my little shout out to you, and I hope you are feeling well, and the rest of you girls, and just hope everybody is getting along, and you're still all in my prayers. I think about you guys all the time, and even when I'm not doing my videos, I am thinking about you. And Clark, I want to say hi to you too, so I hope you're doing well. So anyways, if I missed anybody, I apologize. But I guess that's it. So somehow I got that down in 10 minutes, and I'm pretty sure I went over my video. But anyway, hope you guys are all doing well, and I'm sending lots of love to you guys. Oh, and one of the gifts I wanted to show everybody. Anne sent us some, let me see, some baby rags, because we always need baby rags. Pacifier grip. Yeah, apparently they make these things are pretty cool. They hold on to the pacifier so it doesn't fly away. And then we got, of course, the swaddling blankets and all that kind of stuff you're going to need to swaddle. And got Pooh Bear, and I don't know if you can see it. Got some cute designs, some trees. It's little Pooh Bear. Winnie the Pooh. Got that, and she also sent us some other blankets, which I hadn't taken them out of the bag yet. These are, of course, the spit-up bibs, because we know we always need plenty of them when you've got an infant around, because that's all they do. So we've got them little elephants and all that kind of stuff, so they're really cute. So thank you, Anne, I appreciate that. And, oh, one thing I wanted to show you guys what I thought was cool. A friend of mine, who I met through Facebook, who also has Lyme, she cross-stitched this entire blanket. I mean, it's just insane to me, but just beautiful and so thoughtful. So I don't know if you can see it, but this is all cross-stitch, the whole thing, and she did it in green for Lyme disease. So this is my friend Jess who did this, so I just wanted to show you guys because it's just really cute, and I can't wait to hang it up. So I will keep you guys updated as much as I can, now that I'm going to be a mother, so I'll try. And if any of you moms have any advice for me, please hand it out. I'll take any advice you can get, because I know it's going to be a little bit of a tough road, doing this with an illness. But anyway, alright, I'm going to sign off because this video went on way too long. Alright, love you guys, and always in my prayers, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.